Hello guys, so we are in Jerusalem today, demonstrating for tourism.
We welcome to studio Ari Gottesman, the CEO of marketing agency Nomadigo and a spokesman for an organization, the co-founder of the group called Future of Israeli Tourism. Ari, thank you so much for joining us. What a traumatic and difficult time it has been for your industry. Give us a sense of how hard the situation is right now from a work point of view for the tourism sector.
So a lot of people don't realize, but in Israel, tourism makes up 23 billion shekels. 23 billion shekels of our economy is based on tourism. It's the sixth largest contributor to GDP in Israel. Now think about that for a minute. Out of the million people plus that are unemployed right now, 250,000 come from the tourism industry. And they have no view as to when they're going to go back to work. For right now, they're looking at 3 months, 6 months, because until people come back in mass, not just a trickle, but in mass, these people are going to be unemployed. And then the current laws and regulations, that means you have to bring everybody back at the same time. Well, what if you want to bring back just 10 workers, or you want to bring back just 2 workers, or you want to bring back only a part of your staff? The current laws and regulations don't enable that type of activity. People like myself, we own businesses. We're not getting any compensation because we are business owners. So my employees are getting compensated, but I'm not. All these things are just leading to a tremendous amount of stress for the entire industry, and it's very, very difficult for all of us.
And as you say, when you don't really have a timeline as to when things will get back into order, what does it mean realistically? What kind of period do you need to get back on the ground, so to speak?
So, let's say that they tell us, and it depends on the industry. Let's start with that. I mean, some industries can ramp up faster than others, but you're going to have to get hotels ready again for tourists. You're going to have to get, groups ready to receive people. People need to know in advance to say, oh, give us a month, give us 2 months, give us 3 months that we can plan. But right now, there's zero visibility going forward. And that's very, very difficult for every single business. What am I supposed to tell my employees? When do they come back? What are other people in the industry? What are they supposed to tell their employees? Because maybe their employees are going to go out and start working somewhere else. People have to feed their families. What do you do? Okay.
Have you posed these questions to authorities? What kind of reaction have you had in terms of your organization that you founded?
Well, currently we have a protest scheduled for Thursday. It turns out that we were ahead of the game. It just so happens that that's going to be when the new government is going to be sworn in. But we have a protest for Thursday at 11 o'clock. We would love for everybody who's affiliated with the tourism industry to come, show their faces, show their support, to say to the government, guys, the tourism industry is different than everything else in the country. We need a special package to take care of us, and we need special attention because our circumstances aren't like everybody else's.
Good evening, my name is Evgeny. I work in tourism industry. Now the most of the people from this industry is unemployment, including me. I don't really know what the government should to do about us, because it is not only our responsibility about all what happened with Corona, it is also the international conditions of the international flights, of international rules of completing groups. So I not really have answers what should be, how to resolve this problem.
Hi everybody, this is Eitan, tour guide from north part of Israel. We got this pandemic hitting our face so hard in tourism business, and for the next year or year and a half or so, everyone I think should look around and try to find other things that he can work or do for his own family, his other abilities, try to survive somehow, and take a deep breath and trust God that something is behind that. I don't have any good news other than I know we all love our profession, and I hope and I pray that we'll be back to those moments that we love so much, guiding and working with other people throughout the whole world and show them the Holy Land. We'll be back to this, but until then we need a deep breath. God bless you all. Take care of yourself.
With no tourism, we're crying. We're desperate. We have no income. We have no future. But we still have a hope for a best solution, a hope that the Israeli government will make wise decisions. Because we, as a tour guides, we meet a lot of people all around the world, and we're the best ambassadors that Israel ever had. By meeting one client, we spread the word of Israel all around the world. And this is the crucial point to understand the importance of tourism. We need to support and do not let this industry die. We miss our jobs.
Hi, my name is Dilana Slom, and I work at Amiel Tours as marketing and sales manager for North America. Right now, I'm at home on an unpaid leave. What's happening in Israel is that the sky has been closed since beginning of March, and since then, nothing is happening. Flights are coming in a moderation and with restrictions. Only Israelis are allowed to come into the country, and they have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks. Non-Israelis are not allowed to come into Israel. Israelis are not welcome in other countries, and lately we are considered as red country because of the inflammation of the corona. The coronavirus has been influenced the whole world, and since March nothing is happening. The companies here in Israel have fired almost all the employees or sent them out for an unpaid leave. We have no future. We have no date of opening the sky again, and we do not know what is going to happen. We form a headquarters of the future of tourism in Israel, whereby we have representatives of all the sectors in the industry, incoming tourism, outgoing tourism, leaders, hostels, everything that has to do with tourism. And we had a demonstration this week which 5,000 people took a part of, and we have three messages to the government. First message is we want a professional draft for reopening the sky. We want the government to sit down with a professional team, with us, the representative of tourism, and start to talk about reopening the sky. When is it going to be? And what are the countries that will be allowed to come in, or we will be out to go there? And what will be the restrictions? This is the first one. The second one is the issue of an unemployment payment. Sorry. As for now, they decreased the time limit for until middle of August, and because of the uncertainty, we are asking the period to be unlimited until there will be a solution for reopening the sky, because there is no demand in the market, and the people in the industry cannot even find another job. The third issue is assistance to the tourism industry as an exceptional tourism industry. The thing is that the tourism industry is influenced by force majeure power, and every now and then we have to stop working because of a war, because of intifada, because of virus or 9/11, and these force majeure issues are forcing us to close down. So we want to be considered as an exceptional industry, and by that to get subsidy and assistance from the government to help the businesses and the company to put up their head above water until the crisis will be over. We want to go back to work. We love our jobs. We are professional to do our jobs, and we cannot find another job to do. And we're just hoping and waiting for reopening the sky. And we hope that it will be very soon. Thank you.
Sadly, the whole tourism industry around the world is affected by this global pandemic, and what we can do is just to think positively that soon it will come to pass, because this too shall come to pass. And let's just work hand in hand together and encourage each other. And the most important thing is we should not lose hope, and that we can all make it. And we also praying that our government will make a smart move on how to combat this global pandemic, because there's a lot of crises that our country is facing right now, like the high rate of unemployment and the increasing number of corona cases. Now we are already in the second wave of corona, and yeah, we are really doing our best. Our scientists and laboratories here in Israel are really doing their best to get a vaccine, to develop a vaccine for this virus. And I will try to update you of the latest news and events that truly happening here in the land. And one thing we promise to all of you is we will travel again, and that we will see you here back again in the land of Israel. And thank you for the support of all of you around the world, and for being with us. And please remember that we are all on this together, and you are not alone, because we are here as well. What you are suffering, we are also suffering. and what you are facing, we are also facing here in the land. So let's work hand in hand together, encourage each other, and be positive in life. And I still, like I always said, I still believe in humanity. You know, I still have hope for humanity that we can make it all together. So, lihitraot, and see you again on my next vlog. Bye!